efficiency. Hi, Wale Bashir, welcome. Please text in the chat box and let me know where you are texting from. I'm currently speaking to you guys from Nigeria. Hi, Aisha from Pakistan. You're welcome to today's event. So let us know where you are chatting from. Please put your chats in the chat box and let me see your excitement with your reactions. Hello from Pakistan. Hi, Rasil from Nepal. Imal from Pakistan. Hi, Ime from Ghana, you're welcome. David Kumi from Ghana, you're welcome. Patricia from Philippines, you're welcome. Hi, Uma from Pradesh. Gracious from Nigeria. Sasalaya Mohammed from India. Adrian from South Africa. Hi, Lohoma from Bangladesh. Welcome, everybody. Tia Diana from Ghana, welcome. Vanessa, welcome. Hi, Naftali from Kenya, welcome. We have a lot of people here today. Sumit from India, you're welcome. Hey, Teddy from Ghana, you're welcome. Sahad from Pakistan, I say welcome to you. Hi, Edman from Philippines, welcome. Hello, Aisha from Pakistan. Welcome to today's event. Please kindly settle in. As you all know, please settle in today and as we go on. Thank you very much for coming and thank you for joining the event. So I will tell us about our overview for today's event. I'll be telling us about our ground rules. I'll be introducing us to our team members and I'll be letting you know about our completion criteria and then I'll be introducing us to our speaker. Thank you very much. Hi, Adam. You can't get certificate yet until you finish with the workshop. Then you go to site for your deliverables, but wait for it. I'll talk about. So going to our ground rules, please, I want you all to give your full attention. There might be distractions from anywhere. So please, we don't want you to miss out on any information. So stay here and be attentive. And then I want your cameras to be on. You can see me now. I also want to see our beautiful faces. So please try and keep your cameras on so that we can all be engaged and this will also motivate our speaker. Again, please keep our mics on mute. I want all of us to mute our mics so that we don't want any background noise because this will reduce the success of this workshop. So please don't forget to keep your mic on mute, keep your camera on, and stay attentive. Thank you very much for joining. So I will introduce our team members to us. We have Ruchira, she's our experiential design team head. We have Meghna, she's our business operations executive. We have Bijal, our engagement specialist. We have Gracious Success and Sam, operations associate intern. Then we have Sarah, our senior design engagement associate. Those are the people that made this event what it is today. And with these PPTs we are seeing, they made them all live today. So please let me see your reactions as you are so excited to meet our team members. Okay, so please, don't be attentive because I want to talk about how you will get your certificate. So first thing first, you visit Accelerate login page. That will be after this workshop. Then you go to events, then you see the events you applied for. From there, you click on Start My Experience. Then you'll be redirected to our learning platform. Find and review your deliverables. Then when you've seen it, you complete it as we have instructed you. Submit it on the platform. Then from there, we will take it up. After we access your submissions and your deliverables, that is when we will award your certificate. So please screenshot this particular page. We want to know that you can go back there anytime in case you miss out on something. So please kindly screenshot and write in the chat box that you have screenshot this particular page so that you can go back there anytime. Please don't forget to screenshot. We are waiting for you to screenshot. Then you can check it after the event and go through all that we have on the website for you. So yes, thank you very much. I see that some people have screenshot it. Thank you. So moving on. Thank you very much, Aisha. So I'll be introducing our speaker to us. His name is Mahona Reddy. He's an accomplished automation developer with extensive expertise in Ranurex, Selenium, and rational functional tester. He's recognized for delivering efficient and high-quality automated solutions. is an highly accomplished principal software engineer with an impressive 23-year tenure at Allscripts, demonstrating exceptional expertise in software development, system architecture, and innovative technology solutions. So today I'll be introducing us to Mauna Reddy. He is our speaker for today. And then I want to introduce Saraf Gag. He's one of our partners. He's one of our team members from our partner team. So hello, Saraf. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining. And Mr. Reddy, you have the floor. So please let us all get started. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Success. Thank you very much. Home welcoming. Hi, friends. Good morning. My voice is clear, Success. Am I able to audible?
Yeah, we can hear you and we can see you. Yes.
Yes, you're audible.
You're audible. Thank you.
Video, is it clear?
We can see you and we can hear you too.
Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. Are you able to hear me now? See you.
Yes, all clear, audio as well as video.
Video. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Success. Thank you, everybody. Good morning, everyone. Okay. Today, we will try to cover about the process automation, RPA, robotic process automation, how it is going to work. We are going to cover today. Okay, before starting the process this particular thing, first I will try to explain about so what is the business problem. Then maybe we will try to understand why this robotic process automation is required. First, I will tell you the problem statement. Then maybe we will try to find out the solution for that particular problem. So, okay, let's assume nowadays we are doing so many tasks as a redundant tasks. Like if you go for any bank, so banking system, for example, every time if you want to do any ATM withdrawal transactions, then withdrawal and then withdrawal process. So once we take any withdrawal transaction from the ATM, so what happened background in the bank? So bank has internally it's going to store all the transactions, but in a background somebody need to approve those things. All the transactions they are going to take it, they are going to approve and then store into the background database. So somewhere they will store into the values what is the transactions happened. This is daily routine tasks actually. So every day, every minute, thousands of transactions is going to happen. For performing that particular transactions, some manual people, hundreds of manual people is going to work backgroundly. Whatever the same kind of repetitive tasks, whatever things are happening, that is going to be processed manually. That means here one systematic process. So they are doing manually from days on days, maybe years on years, same kind of. There is no new learnings. What they have only few instructions. It's like whatever the transactions they are, it's coming to their queue. They have to verify and then store into the DB. That is the process. So hundreds of the people working on the same task for so many years. That means that is actually, can't we think maybe this is actually redundant work, or maybe this is a duplicate manual effort is happening here. Maybe it should be, maybe people may get bored some after some bored means they're not able to do. Sometimes maybe manual errors might come because same kind of task they might get some boring kind of thing, right? These kind of the transactions in not only for one industry, bank industry, everywhere, every industry, they have some repetitive tasks. That kind of task they are spending a lot of money, lot of effort. They're spending for human efforts. They're spending for the doing that particular tasks. Then that is a problem statement. Okay, for overcoming that particular problem, what is the solution? Somewhere we can, that is a similar same kind of this steps they are doing. There is no dynamic tasks here. Everything is a predefined steps are there. The steps they are following daily routine activities. Okay, here actually, okay, for that one, okay, this is not, we are losing a lot of energy, we are losing a lot of money, we are losing a lot of time over here. For avoiding such kind of the business complexity, exactly came into the picture is a process automation. It's a process automation because we are talked about one business problem, right? That is one process. So what is that process? All the transactions, each and individual transaction they are taking, they are verifying, then storing to the DB. They are validating that one. That is a process. That particular process, instead of doing for manual people, hundreds of the manual people, hundreds of the hours they are spending, hundreds of the days they are spending, instead of spending that much of the time for the same redundant work, can't we automate those kind of things? Yes, we can automate it. Then that time only exactly innovated this process called robotic process automation. Got it right? Why this RPA is required in the business industries? So because whatever the redundant works happening in industries, to reducing the manual effort, improving their business scalability, they are going to process, they are going to use this technique is a process automation. This is a robotic process automation, because in automation is a bigger one. This is a subset of the automation, robotic process automation. This is a repetitive tasks we are going to be solve in business industries. Okay, so what exactly this robotic process automation? Yeah, next screen. Okay, now RPA. Now onwards, I'm going to talk about, instead of robotic process automation, in short form, I will call it as a RPA. RPA, robotic process automation. Okay, RPA is a we are calling as a robot, but this is not actually physical robot. This is software. One kind of the software we are going to develop with set of instructions. Set of instructions, I told you right previously, what kind of the instructions? Every time they have to take that input. Input means what is the transaction name, then they have to process, verify whether this particular transaction is is valid or invalid, and then they have to execute that one. This kind of the business rules we are going to, using the business rules we are going to define, develop one software that we are going to call it as a technically it's a robot or bots. This bot means a software is going to develop with a set of instructions. Set of instructions, whatever the repetitive tasks we are doing, that particular repetitive tasks, we are going to develop one software. That software name we are going to call it as a bots. This bot, once the software is developed, these bots are ready. Now no more manual effort required over here. Everything our new bot is going to take in care. Whatever the actions, there is no restless effort it is going to provide. No need of manual rest for that one. That software is going to run 24/7. So always it is going to run and then run the background. That way, this robotic process automation is going to works. The first rule is it is going to be run with set of repetitive instead rule based. Rule means we already discussed it. Some rules, for example, one more rule, maybe normal rules. Maybe I want to travel from A, B, C, D. I want to travel to A to D, but I'm going to define some rules. While traveling A to D, you have to touch B, C, D. That is our rules. For example, A, reach to B, B to C, C to D. That is the instruction we provided in software or bots. The same task, like once the software is developed, the same task is going to continue. It won't jump directly A to D, or it won't jump directly A to C, because we already followed some rules and set of set of actions. We already developed the software with, this is the way only it is going to travel A, B, C, D. Then same kind of repetitive task is going to continue for 24/7, because that is our rule. That is our set of software we developed. That's what we are doing, the repetitive tasks. Yeah, next slide. Okay, the key features. Works on existing application without modifying them. Yeah, because once this bot is developed, that means our robot is ready. Then we no need to change. We no need to modify anything, because once that set of rules, everything, we already perfect program or perfect bot we prepared, that is going to taken care by that one. And that means what we are doing is we are mimicking human actions like clicking, typing, extracting data, or whatever the actions we are doing for repetitively, that all the actions we are mimicking through the software. That is a key thing we are doing in while developing the bot. Then when is going to how long it is going to work? It will work with 24/7 high accuracy. There is no tidiness, there is no manual errors kind of. It won't happen, because these are highly accuracy bot we developed, that is going to taken care by our business actions by 24/7. Yeah, this is our key feature we are going to provide, we are going to achieve with this particular RPA. The next slide. Next slide, please. Okay, how does RPA works? RPA works. Yeah, now we discussed it, right? Previous I explained some points, right? So RPA is also same way. First, we are going to gather the input. We are going to collect the input. What is the inputs? Maybe based on the business need. No, what we discussed in previous examples, maybe taking the bank transaction and then verifying the bank transaction, pushing that particular transaction success or fail into the database. That is our input. Maybe some other transactions, A to B we have to travel, B to C we have to travel, C to D we have to travel. That is our input. First step is we are going to collect all the inputs. Then once we got the clear requirement, then we are going to start the process. What we have to do the process? We have to travel or we have to verify the bank transactions. We are going to process it through the software. Then we will execute that one. Execute means once that particular everything input gathering is done, then we already developed the bot. We are going to execute and test the things. Before applying our bot, we have to test the software, right? We are going to test all the combinations. How long? We are telling 24/7 it is going to work. Before starting our robot, we need to test the things. Test means whether it is working properly, or maybe somewhere it is tracking, maybe it is not expected results it is producing. These all the things we are going to execute and test that one. Once that is testing is done, we are going to put into the action. That is the execution part. Once the execution started, our business requirement, our business actions is going to perform. Then what we are going to do? We are going to logging, monitor always whether it is working fine or not. Is there any interruption happening? Or we are going to log the logs, and then we'll try to monitor the things. Then now no need of the manual effort. Our bot is going to take care about all the actions, whatever we defined, predefined actions. Next slide. Okay, now while developing now we got the what is the requirements we need to develop the bot. So now the key components, what are the key components inside that while developing the RPA process or bot? One is main component is bots. Bots is one final output of the software. That we'll call it as a technically is a bots. Software entries that execute the automation task. That is one software. We'll call it as a bot. That is one of our component. Another one is a process workflow. Defined steps per bot follow. Because we are what steps we have to follow. That is all the workflow we are going to define inside the software. Then user interface. So bots sometimes it is good to interact with the application also, because application interaction means sometimes we want to enter some value, then only we will validate the next step. Then our bot is going to enter the value into the specified text box. It will enter the value, and then it will get the output of that particular entering, and then it will enter and then click the submit button. We will get some output. That way even bot is going to interact with the user interface also. Yeah, that is another component. Then exception handling, because managing errors and unexpected scenarios, because we are internally inside our software, we are going to handle multiple combination of the exceptions. Maybe if this goes into this particular wrong, then we are going to handle that one. Okay, we are going to, that we'll call it as exception handling. Inside dynamically, we are going to handle all kind of the exceptions. We are going to ready for the bot to run 24/7. All the combination of permutations we will develop with the exception handling and all this workflow. It is going to completely, it is going to ready for our bot for RPA is going to be it's going to ready. That means our bot is ready. These are the key components we are going to use in our RPA process. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay, so why business use RPA? So why, what is the necessity to spend this many softwares we have to develop and then process all the things? What is the final outcome to introduce this RPA? Because operational efficiency. We discussed it right initially. Hundreds of the manual effort, hundreds of the people manual effort daily, same kind of the tasks. It's repetitive work they are doing with manual with a lot of money, a lot of time we are spending. For reducing that one, we are using this particular RPA process, robotic process automation. Final outcome is operational efficiency, then 100% accuracy, error reduction. So there is no manual intervention over here, because the same kind of the rules executed every minute. Then that way it won't. There is no possibility to raise errors. That way error reductions, we are going to correct all the errors. Then finally, so what is our business need? Cost saving. Then by the final our outcome is we have to save the money, the cost saving, because here so many hundreds of the people effort is going to taken care by the bot. Our bot is going to taken care of all kind of manual effort, and then that way automatically our cost is going to be saved. Then finally, so what we are going to achieve, and 0% of the complaints, because now if we do any small transaction, misfailure transaction in the banking, right, so how much huge loss is going to happen. Because if it is any sector, if you face if do any mistake, we have to face a lot of a lot of loss we need to face. For avoiding that one, every bot is going to taken care. That way there is no complaints at all. Then that complaints also we are going to reduce with some metrics I will show you later. But this is our final outcome. Our business is going to get the information. And next slide, please. Okay, up to this, any doubts here? Am I going to bit fast, or is it fine? The speed is okay, or shall I down little? Anybody? Okay, I'm taking. Okay, everything is going good. Okay, so now I will take some small some examples. So basically, what major sectors, what are the sectors it is using the RPA? So we banking and finance system. We take the first example, right? It's a banking and finance. That is a need for banking and finance. So many repetitive tasks they are doing with the manual. So now once upon a time, for example, maybe 20 years back, if you want to do any deposit process in our banking system, it will take minimum 1 day. If you deposit the money, the next day only it is going to credit to our bank. That way we are following previously, right? So now within a second, whenever we are clicking on the button, immediately money is coming to our bank. How it is passing all this process, we already banking system is already followed the process automation. So it's going to taken care by the our process bot is going to taken care by the all the transactions, validation, verification. That way this banking and finance sector is benefiting a lot following this particular RPA process. Okay, healthcare sector. So healthcare sector, how it is going to beneficial for the RPA process. For healthcare sector, for example, one basic example, patient registration. For example, every time whenever the patient registration, we have to call to customer care, we have to inform our name, and then they are going to verify the queue line. That's the process they are going to follow. Okay, we need to struggle a lot to call, and then we need to wait for the waiting list, and then maybe if you want to cancel that particular appointment, again we have to call and then take the permission. Yeah, somehow there's a lot of manual interaction with the even patient side as well as the healthcare even hospital side. Both the side is a lot of manual interaction there. So now this is the now if robotic automation process. Now we no need to do anything. Just call for one number. Okay, appointment time, just mention it. Our process, RPA process is going to take care the creating of your appointment, reminding your appointment time prior to half an hour or maybe 30 minutes. Like that, it's going to taken care by our RPA process. That way, revolution is going to huge revolution is going to happen in the healthcare sector, because I am working in the healthcare system from past 10 years. I know what are the huge revolutions, huge changes going to happen in using this RPA process. That way, RPA process, healthcare sector is beneficializing. Yeah, then retail and e-commerce, even same thing. If you want to order anything, yeah, all the things whatever that is going to verify, and then immediately is going to process the things. Even HR, human resource, because finally all the employees, they are going to provide the salaries, right? For example, assume the big company, so like thousand or maybe our company is 1 lakh employees are there. So if you want to process the salary in the end of the month, then how much time is going to take for manually? For there, that is actually continuous process. Take the money, put into the your specified bank account. That is a transaction. But the transaction, if you want to do the manually, they need to start prior to 10 days before for the month, the end of the month. That, but nowadays no need to spend a lot of money, because our bots is going to take the money and then creating to the respective bank accounts. That way, in human resource, your tax calculation, all this going to be huge benefits happening in the different various sectors. I took as a four examples in the sectors like banking, healthcare, retail, the human resource. Yeah, this way, so many other sectors also beneficializing using this particular RPA process. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay. Okay. Now we'll take some use cases in the real world use cases, and then I'll try to explain. Okay. Now we'll take again for the banking, how it is going to, what kind of the benefit we are getting. Okay. The leading global bank for this one. So any bank, yeah, almost all the banks, it's going to using this particular RPA process now. So by implementing this RPA bots, so bank automated data extraction, validation checks, and then transaction reconciliation, ensuring the real-time updates and then audit tracking happening. Yeah, because this particular auditing and all. So olden days for manually, if they want to do that one, it will take a days. So now no need of the manual auditing. Everything our bot is going to verify and then correct the things, and then it will process the things. Now finally, so what banking sector is getting the result process? This was reduced 90% of the error rate dropped. So now 90% of the errors it is dropped, and then 100%, 90% of the success rate they are following. Now 75% of the regulatory complaints they improved. There is no, it's almost 75% of the regulatory complaints they improved that one. But still, bots also sometimes might be because of the hardware down, that kind of thing sometimes might going to happen, but it is not because of the bot. Maybe because of our hardware, because of our internet speed, that kind of the time might be this point of 25% might be missed. Otherwise 100% is going to accurate whatever the software we develop, whatever the bot is going to implement it. That way the huge, this is one of the case study in the banking sector. Yeah, I'll show you another case study in the healthcare sector. Next slide, please. Healthcare sector. See, whatever we discussed about the patient this one appointment scheduling, administrative appointment schedule, even patient as well as the administrative staff is going to struggle both the sides for taking the appointments. The patient is going to wait for the long time, canceling the appointment, they also wait for the long time. Then sometimes if they book the appointment, they might forget that one, but our bot is going to call prior to half an hour, prior to 30 minutes. They are going to inform to them, okay, your appointment scheduled to this particular time, be aware. of that one. That way, our bot is going to take care. That way, the patient and then even administrative staff is beneficializing using this process for tremendously. So, like for example, if you take some of the calculation, the 40% of the patient wait time got reduced. Then 50% of the administrative workload got reduced. Yeah, this is one of the some of these case studies. Yeah, this is the improvement it got beneficialized using this particular RPA process. Next slide, please. This is healthcare sector. The next will take as a human resource. Yeah, here again, because here we are taking as an example of the 10,000 employees. Then 10,000 employees, they're reducing 80% of the errors got dropped. And then the 60% of the workload is got workload got reduced, and then on time it is going to happening for the salary credits, tax calculation, everything is going to taken care by the bot. Now we no need to start our salary credit process for prior to 10 days of the month of end of the month. Then so same day it is more than enough. Our bot is going to taken care to do all the repetitive tasks. Repetitive task, it's going to take the money and then it will create your account. Then that bot or RPA process is going to taken care by all the, you know, assume that it's a 10,000 employees. If you take 1 lakh of employees are there in the bank or company, how are they going to manage? Yeah, it's mandatory, required this process to do this particular actions. Yeah, next slide, please. Okay. Okay, for getting, okay, now we are explained about this process, right? This is a process. Whatever the process, how industry is beneficializing, so what exactly we are getting the outputs. So now I'm going to explain about, okay, this bot, how we are going to prepare the bots, how we are going to develop the this particular software. So what is the tools and then what is the tools we are going to use, what is the techniques we are going to use, I will cover now. Okay, choosing the RPA platform for developing the bots or for robotic process automation in the market, so many tools are available. So many tools are using that particular tools. We are going to develop the bots or we are going to develop that particular robotic process automation. Then now I'm going to take some examples which is leading tools. The one is one of the tool, yeah, leading tool, so UiPath. UiPath is a tool that using that particular UiPath tool, we are going to develop the software. Whatever the software we discussed it till now, right? That software we are going to design using the UiPath tool. UiPath, one of the leading tool available in the market for developing the RPA process. Robotic process automation. These are one of the tool. Another one is automation anywhere. So, and that is also one of the, so compared to the UiPath, but these also is a good tool. So, automation anywhere. These also one of the leading tool. It's going to use for the RPA process. Another one is Blue Prism. Yeah, I will going to compare. So what time we have to use, what is the, based on our size of the business, we are going to choose. So cost of the license, for example, UiPath is going to charging more amount for using that particular tool. Maybe sometimes automation anywhere is going to less cost, maybe less features is going to provide. Based on our business requirements, we are going to choose which tool is fit for our business, our needs. What is the tool? But that we are going to compare. I will going to compare the next slides, upcoming slides. So what is the tool we have to select, how to select that one based on our size of the business, how we are going to identify the tools we are going to select. Okay, now basic steps to bot development. Okay, if you want to start bot development or software development, what are the steps we want to follow? So basic, here are the basic 4 steps we are going to follow. Identify the process for automation. Process means set of instructions. What is the repetitive task we want to do? That particular requirements we are going to gather as a first step. Identify the process for the automation. Another one is record user interactions. Then once the steps we got the inputs, then once we got the inputs, then we no need to develop a lot of coding knowledge is not required, because our tool is going to provide to do that particular set of actions with just record and playback. Whatever the steps we want, we gather that particular step. That particular steps is going to be, we are going to record those steps. whatever the set of instructions, we are going to record user interactions, whatever the steps we want to do as automation, that we will record it. Once the recording is done, that is a software is going to take care to run all the recording actions. Okay, then we are going to configure the logic and rules. Then okay, after once the software bot is ready, we are going to configure with what is the rules, what is the logic it is going to be. Then we'll start the test and deploy the bot. Once that done, that bot is going to start performing the action 24/7. Next slide, please. Okay, yeah, here is the comparison. Up to here, any doubts? Any question and answers? Okay, I'm assuming there is no doubts. Okay, now here is the how to select the automation. What is the tool we need to perform for this business requirements? Okay, we already compared with the 3 tools, right? UiPath is one of the tool. Automation Anywhere, Blueprint. Yeah, these things based on our business needs, we are going to identify. We are going to finalize what is the tool we are going to use for our RPA process. For example, first one is best for all the businesses size, but if it is a small business, if it's a bigger business, maybe it's a huge, that kind of case also, UiPath tool is going to be suffice. Then maybe sometimes I'm not going to use as a normal one. I'm going to perform my actions only cloud platform, cloud-based automation. That time Automation Anywhere is a perfect tool. That is the best for the cloud-based automation tool. Okay, if it is a large enterprises, for that one, so Blue Prism is the best option, because based on that features, they are going to charge it. That's why we have to select according to our business, because if it is a Blue Prism, it's a large enterprise, a small enterprise is fine, but we have to pay more for that one. Why we need to pay? Because ours is a small industry, so why we need to pay for a lot of amount. That's why we are going to choose as a UiPath as a some other small little cost less cost kind of thing tool we are going to. That is the best for that one. Ease of use. Yeah, it's UiPath is a beginner and then friendly, but Automation Anywhere is moderate. So required Blue Prism is a big, because we are going to develop as a large enterprises applications, right? It's required little bit of the coding skills. Yeah, that coding skills is required while developing the bot. Yeah, that is another one. Yeah, AI/ML features. How strong we are going to strong AI integration, whether whatever the tool we selected, whether it is going to support for the AI integration or the artificial intelligence, whether we are, because this bot is separate, AI features is separate, whether we are going to integrate AI related features to our bot or not, that flexibility is there or not, that way this tool is providing that flexibility or not, we are going to select that way. This UiPath, a strong AI support integration is there. But good in case of the Automation Anywhere, so good build in AI, that is also good. But in Blue Prism has some limitation with AI capabilities. Scalability. So how was the scalability? In UiPath is a high scalability. So yeah, Automation Anywhere is a native code for the cloud-based one. This is enterprise. Another one is Blue Prism is a enterprise grade. This is enterprise grade purpose we have to choose for that one. Next comparison. Next slide, please. Okay, another one is a cost. These are major things, right? Based on this one only, we are going to identify what tool is going to useful for our business. So UiPath, a little bit expensive license, then complex pricing model. Maybe Automation Anywhere is a complex pricing model. Complex pricing model means so maybe every month we have to recharge it, or maybe every 6 months we have to recharge, or maybe you have to buy as a bulk. Some kind of the rules are there. It's a complex little bit pricing model is a little bit complexity is there. Automation Anywhere. So Blue Prism is a high initial investment we have to invest it. Security and then compliance. Yes, it's UiPath is so strong. This one is Automation Anywhere is excellent. Then best Blue Prism is a best regulated industries. All the regulated industries is a better. Okay, a customization. Okay, if you want to change in future, how was the complex flexibility for these tools? Yeah, this is advanced scripting. UiPath is providing the advanced scripting. Automation Anywhere is a low code, no code. There is not required a low code at all. It's automatically will record and playback kind of thing. But because in Blue Prism, yeah, because some of the customizing, we need to customize the scripts. We need to change the customize means some modifications we'll do, and then we'll start developing, enhancing the things. That way, these are some of the comparison while selecting our bot a tool. Then some of the comparisons. Yeah, got it right? How to choose that which tool is going to be useful for our business needs. Yeah, these are the factors we are going to consider while choosing the our automation tool. Yeah, got it. Okay, next slide, please. Okay. Yeah, till now, any doubts? Okay.
Sir, are the tools free?
No. Yeah, that's what we. Previous slide, please. Yeah, see here. The cost. The cost is, for example, if you go with the UI path, is a expensive licensing. It's a cost model because the first feature is say expensive licensing. Then if you want to use for the automation anywhere, it's a complex pricing model. That pricing model is little different. Maybe monthly we have to recharge, or monthly we have to pay for the license. Maybe 100 license cost is more this much. Maybe if you buy for 1,000 license, where they're going to less cost. That way, that pricing model is very tool to tool. So if you want to go with the Blue Prism, high initial investment we have to do it. But these are but we are going to get benefit whatever the cost we paid here. More than that, we are going to benefit our business benefit is going to get. But it's not free. Yeah, these are some of the costing model because tool to tools maybe we are not giving exactly for the costing price, but we compared with which tool is going to be better according to our business. Yeah, it's not a free, it's a cost one.
Sorry to cut you off, but the question was
thank
like,
you.
is it free? So what even I have a question is like, how are we supposed to learn? How are we supposed to learn if the platform you're supposed to pay for it? Like, I mean, obviously you start from scratch, so you're supposed to experiment and figure out how it works. So it's like, initially do you have to like, even for learning, do you have to pay it, or like you can't just like how for like in SQL you have MySQL, all of that is free for you. You have Python, all of that is free. That's what my question is.
Okay. Yeah, for that one, that 30 days or 90 days trial periods they are providing. The trial period, we can able to do it as experiments, whether it is fit for our business. The 30 days license free is there. That all the tools it is providing, you can utilize that 30 days time to experiment the things, whether it is suitable, what is the complexity, that and all we can do it 30 days trial period. So once the trial period is done, we have to buy for the tool.
Okay.
That flexibility is available. Yeah.
Okay.
Next slide, please. Okay. Measuring the impact of the RPA. Okay. So finally, okay, we already identified the tool. We developed the bots. Then what is achievement? What is the thing we achieved our business? Now measuring the impact of the RPA. So what is the main impact? Time save. Lot of time we are saving. Lot of human time we are saving. So money, cost we are saving, because so many employees are working for same kind of the repetitive task that we reduced with one bot. Bot is going to taken care by all the employees work. That way we are going to save cost saving. Then improve the complaints, all the manual errors. We reduced most of the 90% of the manual errors. It is going to reduce, improve the compliance, then error rate reduction. Yeah, this is our achievement. Once we start implementing the RPA, right, this is a measuring of our impact. Then time saving, cost saving, improve the complaints, error reduction. That's what business is expecting. Yeah, using this particular process, we can able to achieve. These are the major benefits. Next slide, please. Okay. Steps for implementing the RPA. Same thing, whatever we discussed previously, right? Okay, for if you want to implement the RPA process, first we have to identify the automation, the tools we are going to identify it, and then we are going to get all the inputs, everything is going to ready. Then once if we want to start actual development, identify the automation candidate who is going to understand the input requirements clearly, who is going to understand easily for our record and playback options, then how to configure these kind of things. So manually for develop, So RPA is a process, but that process also some human need to develop, right? That identify the automation candidate. We are going to identify the candidate who is going to do this particular process with the proper guidance, a proper set of the instructions, follow and develop this particular process. Then first step is we have to identify the candidate and then develop and test the bots. We have to develop after that we have to develop and then develop that. Then deploy the across the departments and then monitor and optimize it. Yeah, this is the way we are going to start the implementing the RPA process. Next slide, please. Okay, because any new technology comes into the market, lot of negative rumors are not a lot of fears it will be there. So now once this robotic RPA comes into the picture, all the jobs is good. We are going to lose a lot of jobs. We are going to be jobless people. We are how to survive these kind of so many doubts. Definitely it will be there. But here, what we are trying to do with this particular process, right? Job fear. No, because bot also somebody need to develop, right? Somebody human need to develop. That required a manual effort. Bot is not going to develop by own, but somebody, instead of spending duplicate redundant work daily doing the redundant, instead of doing that one with an efficiency work, you can do it as a developing multiple bots. Because now one task, one bot, maybe some other repetitive task, develop another bot. Like that, we are going to effectively we are going to use human power. Because that is also good for our country growth also, because not only we are doing the business industry growth, because if industries are growing, our country's GDP is going to improve. Because if we are a company is doing repetitive work with so many employees with the same kind of the work, no, even company is not going to grow, even our country GDP is also not going to grow. Because country and as well as the business want to grow means we have to do the some of the experiment, we have to do some of the innovations. Yeah, that way we have to prepare the mindset of the employees. We have to educate them, like training. We have to provide the training session to our existing employees. Okay, how to develop the bots, how to use these particular bots. That way we are going to use their effort to develop the different. That way our business is going to grow, our profits is going to improve. That way we have to motivate the employees. Yeah, this kind of the job fears, lack of technical, we're going to train them. Lack of technicality, we're going to train it. Instead of doing the duplicate redundant work daily, they are going to learn the new technology to develop the bots. That way we're going to overcome the resistance of the challenges. We're going to motivate them. Okay, doing this particular leave that old task, take a new task, then that is a more productivity work. That way we are going to motivate the employees. Yeah, that way we are going to overcome all these kind of the rumors. Yeah. Next slide, please. Okay. Solution. Employee, find this one. We are going to provide the training programs to employees, how to use this particular process automation, so how to choose wisely for the tools. These kind of things we are going to provide the training. Some experts is going to provide the training. They are going to learn it and start the development. Releasing the workers to high value tasks. Instead of doing the low level task for daily routine kind of thing, instead of that one, we are going to use the same resource for the high value tasks. Higher value tasks. That is a growth for the individual employees as well as a business. Yeah, communicating RPA benefits to transparency. Yeah, this one, what is the benefits we are going to get for the business as a overall business, as well as even individual persons also get a lot of benefits. They are going to get a lot of hikes because they are going to do the innovation things every day by day instead of doing the repetitive task. That way we are going to motivate the people. Next slide. Okay. Trends in RPA, because we already discussed the core RPA process. RPA is done. So now even RPA, 5 years back RPA process, maybe now RPA process. It's even this process also evolving. It is going to improve. Even whatever previously, what we did, lot of manual tasks or duplicate, redundant work, we reduce it through the RPA. then that we are not going to end with that one only. Even we are going to grow our RPA process into little higher technologies. How are you going to integrate RPA with AI, artificial intelligence, or artificial intelligence technology to the RPA? How to enhance our RPA process to using integrate with AI? How are going to implement hybrid automation? Hybrid automation means maybe sometimes we need a manual intervention, sometimes no need of zero manual interventions. These two things, how to collaborate these things, implement the RPA process. Then now we are getting the cloud-based related RPA, because even RPA also it is evolving. Even year by year, day by day, it is evolving with the new technologies. We are not going to stop only manual effort reduce RPA. Bot is taking care about that one. No, even RPA or bot also is going to add a new enhancements, how to integrate the AI related thing, hybrid model, maybe business cloud related based RPA model, maybe in future some other techniques or some other new trend also, how to optimize these particular things to RPA. That way these trends also follow the RPA. We are not going to stop with one solution. So RPA is going to evaluate much according to our business requirement, according to the business needs, according to the upcoming technologies. RPA process is going to be improved a lot. AI announcement and all. Yeah, this is about this a process. So maybe next session I will just code and then we'll develop one bot, and then we'll see the implementation part in the next session. Because the lack of time, we can't able to take both the sessions at a time. Yeah, this is the basic robotic process automation. What are the benefits? Yeah, next slide, please. The key. Finally, I'm going to summarize what is the key takeaways we are got for today. The key takeaways is RPA automation, repetitive task is going to reduce. RPA works across the industries, not only limit with a single industry. It will work across the industries. We took some example, right? Even banking sector, healthcare sector, financial, human resource, whatever. Wherever, everywhere this RPA process is going to be implementation is possible. Implementation is all the across the industries. Implementation requires a strategy. So we are going to follow the strategy. What kind of the tools we are going to, all the strategies we are going to be. Then how are we going to improve our RPA? How to integrate with the AI powered tools? The future of RPA with AI powered tools. We are going to integrate with AI powered tools in RPA process. That way is going to be improved. It's not going to be end one process. Even AI comes into the picture in the nowadays, but RPA is still alive. We are going to integrate the latest technology to our process. That's all. Yeah, these are key takeaways with this particular session. Yeah, any doubts? Maybe I am able to end up with okay, exact time. Yeah, welcome for the question and answers. Happy to answer. How was the session?
It was great. Now one more question. Will we
Please.
learn RPA completely on our own, or like will it be some kind of classes or maybe some kind of explanation of how to do it or how to manage it, like how to learn it from scratch? Something will be provided, maybe a PDF or something, maybe a tutorial or something like that. Because I myself am completely new to this, so I'm like quite eager to learn. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, yeah. So that's why this RPA is not that much complex based on the tool we selected. Because some if it is a blueprint, some coding knowledge is required. That time maybe some of the education, some of the guidance is required. If you take as a this one, right, that some tools not required that much knowledge. Maybe record and playback related things, UiPath related tools. Maybe easily you can able to learn from the some of the recording sessions, or maybe some of the things is using. But sometimes required some session. So maybe if you want to perfectly want to understand 100% of this one, you have to attend some one basic 1 or 2 hours training session. Then easily you can able to develop the bots. It's not much complex. That's why it's easy process, because they already defined what way to do. Gather the requirements, record, playback, run it. That is easy, but not maybe individual based on the tool. The tool might be if they are providing some of the guidance to us, maybe some of the recordings they provide, maybe following that particular recordings, we can able to develop it. But I learned when in our corporate sector, they are going to provide some trainings. I attended the trainings and then I got the things. Either way, that is a fine. Yeah.
Thank you.
If I may add to sir's answer here, Mr. Manohar's answer here, Mahmood, apart from this presentation and the recording of the session, we can also provide you some referential reading. Since he mentioned about 3 tools, which are which it's good to learn those 3 tools or choose which one to go for. We can provide references for some videos or books that will help you in further reading. Would that be okay?
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. Maybe some, YouTube or some PDF or
Okay.
anything. That would be helpful as well.
Okay, we'll provide referential reading along with these materials.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Reddy. That was a great session.
So I have a question actually.
Okay,
Yes,
Aisha.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for such an energetic and informative session. And my question is actually like, as we know, every technology comes with its challenges, right? So have you ever seen an RPA project go completely off track? Like what went wrong and what key lessons should businesses learn to avoid a similar fate? What's your thought?
Yes, actually, what the RPA process is a similar kind of the tasks we are doing, right? But it's very less. So maybe 10% of the things is going to go wrong because this is not a dynamic task. If it is a dynamic task, or maybe our work is going to be changed, build to build, or maybe release to release. If it is changing, but same RPA is not going to work. That time, automation comes into the picture. Automation tools are available to evaluate and doing the task and all. But this RPA is same kind of same work. It is going to develop it that way because now it won't change anything. Once it is developed, that's all. Functionality side also same thing. Then 90% is accurate. So maybe 10%. Some problems might be there that we can able to overcome it. That is not a even it is not overcome problems.
Why did it tear the flag? Why?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that is not a problem. Maybe 10%, 90% is accurate. 10% we can able to learn and then programming that things. This process is actually streamlined one, right? There is no risk here. If it is not streamlined, dynamically changing the actions and all, that is a little risk. For that one, we are going to use as some other tools. That is, we'll call it as automation tools.
Yeah, okay.
Am I answer your question? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Aisha. Mr. Reddy, we have some questions in the chat box that I will be reading to you. So Walid is asking if this RPA is going to work with engineering businesses. He wants to know if this will work with engineering businesses.
Yeah, everywhere, every industry it is going to work. But we have to identify the tasks which is stable, and then which task is a stable, and then which is a repetitive, redundant task. That everywhere we can implement it because this software it is going to do whatever the manual work it is going to work doing that one. Software is going to do it for us. That's all. Everywhere, even in the engineering sector, anywhere. So anywhere we can, because we are not explained about the single concept, because overall concept we explained, the process we explained. That process actually set of instructions. Take the input, process it, implement it. That's all. So even wherever engineering sector or maybe healthcare sector, according to the business rules, we are going to develop the bots. Everywhere it will work.
All right, thank you, sir. Then we have another question. Okay, I think, is it the same, Aisha? This person is asking if Microsoft Power Automate, if we can use it for RPA. Can we use Microsoft Power Automate for robotic process automation?
Yeah, the purpose of the Microsoft Power Automation is a different. Yeah, that is actually dynamic kind of the actions. Yeah, Microsoft Power Automation is going to not only take the same kind of the repetitive task, it will take different dynamic changing actions also. It will work for that one, but it is not actually the same kind of that purpose of the Microsoft Power Automation is different. Yeah, this is actually is a small kind of duplicate same kind of the work. This is a better option instead of the Microsoft Power Automation. That is actually I told you that first automation. RPA is a subset of the automation. That is a Microsoft Power Automation is an automation. That is a bigger picture.
Okay.
That way, yeah.
Thank you. So we have another question for Shyam. Said, can data scientists work in RPA field? Can data scientists work in RPA field?
Could you please repeat?
Okay, can data scientists, can they work in robotic process automation field?
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then which one is asking if RPA can work in Forex markets? I think Richmond is a trader.
Mhm.
Can RPA work in Forex markets?
It is good actually. Yeah, it's RPA is not only even now if even AI comes into the picture also, but we are not going to stop the RPA. We are going to integrate. We are going to take the new evaluation technologies, integrating with our RPA process. It's a very good market.
Okay.
Because we are not stopping into the single point. We are always taking new things into integrating with our process. That way it is market is no doubt at all for another 5 to 10 years.
Okay. So I think those are the questions I can see from chat box. Do anyone have any other question? Please kindly raise your hand so that you can ask Mr. Reddy before we leave the meeting. And thank you very much for that insightful moment. Thank you. I myself gained a lot, and I'm sure our learners too also gained a lot. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Success.
So, all right.
Success, can we share the deliverables sheet? I think we didn't cover the deliverables.
Oh, yeah, it will be added to the Engage portal for the learners, so they can see it there and submit their assignment there too.
Okay, that's gonna be there on the portal.
Yes, on the
Excellent.
website, yes.
All right.
The Engage link, yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. I think one question just dropped in that if developing RPA is one-time task for repetitive task, what role does an RPA programmer play in the company after the initial launch? That's from Amponsa in the chat box. Do you get that?
We are going we are going to take as a new task. So now we are going to identify there is a first step. One task is done. Then we are going to identify the new task. We are going to identify the business model. So wherever, what way exactly we are spending a lot of time, where we are spending the business repetitive task. One task is done. That is fine. We are going to grow some of our business. Still we are going to identify, okay, so which process is going to automate with RPA. We are going to monitor our business system. We are not going to end with one bot or two bots. Every time we are going to observe our business, how to grow, where we are spending, where our money is going. Yeah, that way, always we are going to analyze some. That's why we have for big companies, right? In our company, we have R&D team, like the research and development team. So always research and development team is going to research, analyze, okay, where and the time is spending. Where we are that way we are going to identify the new bots we are going to develop. RPA developer always has a work. One RPA if bot is developed means the RPA developer is not going to be sit idle. They are going to identify new model. So new model, that way our business is going to grow.
Thank you very much, sir. I think you got your answer, Amposa. So this will be the end of today's meeting. Okay, questions keep coming in. Can we adjust bots on basis of TQM so that they can improve themselves using AI? from Said in the chat box.
Yeah, even AI side nowadays we're improving, but that is a bigger role because we don't no need to spend a lot of time integrating with developing the AI related thing. But our business requirement is small, only the same kind of thing. But AI features also we are going to adapting. So even now it's a combination. So now AI is going to do, but RPA with AI combination we are going to achieve the task now. That way our repetitive task is going to be easy. If you go only depend on the AI, means sometimes maybe it go wrong. And that's why our same process, and then we are integrating the AI knowledge.
Okay. Said, I think you got your answer there. So thank you so much, sir. I want to believe that everyone is on the group chat. So we are going to send the recording link there and the slides from the event today. And if you didn't get the MS Teams chat, please, it is on our Engage portal too. You can check from there. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining today's event. We really appreciate it. I'll see you on the Teams chat in case you have any questions. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reddy. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you,
I
success.
hope
Yeah,
to see
thank
you
you,
very
thank
soon.
you, everybody.
Thank
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, thank you, success. Yeah, thank you. Leaving this session.